Welcome to Paper Threads Cutter Vision Tutorials. In this tutorial we are going to use the warm gray colors to create the hair coloring on this little stamped image. And to do that, the first thing I like to do is start out with my lightest color gray, which in this case is warm 4 or W4. And when I color, I like to color just a small section of the hair at a time. And so I'm going to start out with just this little section right here. And I'm just going to fill that in or flood that in with some color of the lightest color. Okay. Then the next thing I'm going to do is go to my darkest color, which in this case is W10. And I'm going to take my darkest color, and what I want to do is I want to add some dark here. Now around your head is normal areas where there's going to be highlights. Right here is an area, and right up here is an area. And those are areas where around your head you're going to have some natural highlights from the lights. So I'm making a brunette hair. I want to give it some darkness to this. So I'm going to go in right here and just lightly flick in my color, adding some darkness. Then I'm going to go with my next darkest color, which is W8, and I'm going to do the same thing, continue adding some dark color. And then my next color is W6. And back to my lightest color, which is W4, I'm going to just sort of blend all of that together. Okay, and now I have a bit of a highlight starting here. Now I could add some more dark color, but I'm going to wait till I finish the rest of the hair to make sure that I have my highlight really going in the area that I want it once all the hair is started to color in. So I'm going to go ahead and continue by taking a next section here and starting to flood that in with color, with the lightest color again. And I'm a left-hander, so I'm at a little bit of an awkward angle right here just so I could get it on video, so hopefully I won't go out of the lines. I'm not too worried about how much this color is blended. My purpose of this color is just to flood the color, flood the area with color to saturate the area to make it easier for blending. I'm going to go in here now with my darkest color, which is W10, and I'm just going to start flicking in some of that color in there. And start at the crown line here and do the same thing. My next color, W8, continue that flicking motion. Now remember, it's always easier to add dark color later to darken it up some more after you're done, but it's hard to take dark color away, so add it slowly, and if you need to go back through and add a lot more color later to close up that highlighted area, you can do that more easily. And then in with my lightest color again to blend that through. And I'm going to wait, and I will go ahead and redo my coloring in here as I need to later, but I want to make sure I fill in the whole hair first and that all of my highlights then are placed in the right area. So I'm going to go on to my next section before I finalize that one section. I'm going to fill this in with the lightest color again, which is W4. Okay. And then back to my darkest color, W10. Now remember I said there's two areas that you're going to get some highlights. One of them is right here in the very top of the crown. okay, and the other area is right in here. So I want to make sure that I don't cover my highlight with too dark of a color right there. So to do that, I'm just going to kind of go in on both sides and kind of flick that through. Okay. And then I'm going to fill the tips in here with my dark. And fill this back portion of hair in. To my next color, which is W8. Do the same thing. This flicking motion is also called a feathering motion. So you can use it to feather two opposite colors together and blend them together. But it works great, especially when you're doing straight hair, to kind of get a real blended look for your straight hair. Alright, and then I'm going to take my lightest color still, which again is the W4, and I'm going to fill in my last area over here. Again, I'm kind of at an awkward angle in order to have the camera where it needs to be for easier viewing for you guys. And so I'm going a little bit out of lines, and my flicks aren't as good as they normally are, but it gives you the general idea, right? And then to my W6. And then picking up my lightest color again, I'm just going to blend that through. Okay, and now that all of the hair is done, I can kind of see some areas where I might want to fix my blending or create a more natural blend. This area right here in her hair, I want to make that a little more natural looking. So, and give it a little bit darker areas than what I had before. So I'm going back in there with my darkest color. To my next color, W8. And then my W6. And finally, back to my W4, where I can kind of blend those all through. And there you go. That is how I create a brunette with a warm-toned black hair, or brunette hair. And I start that with my lightest color, which is W4, and then I work my way in with my W10, W8, W6. I hope that you found this tutorial useful. I look forward to making more of this type of tutorial for you on the Copic markers. In the meantime, you can find this and other tutorials at our website at www.paperthreads.com. Thank you.